While the PlayStation was dark and edgy with its jet blacks and ocean blues, and the Xbox was alien looking with its high glowing greens on black menus, Nintendo consoles opted for a more optimistic feel. A push for a human and technology harmony. A world where technology does not take over your life, but enhances it, with its bright friendly colors and rounded edges. They did not have that gritty, in-your-face attitude that most Y2K era consoles had. It still felt futuristic, but in a friendly way. Even the actual console looks futuristic. A lot more futuristic compared to current gen consoles. The blue LED is like a lightsaber glowing in the darkness. Just take a look at the Wii's home screen. As a kid in the early 2000s who didn't speak English yet, I could even manage the user interface of the Wii because it was so simple and user-friendly. Compared to the PS2's menu, which was just white and blue text suspended in a black void. It's a lot more soothing, and almost all of Nintendo's games from the DS to the Wii era follow this exact aesthetic.
The style's name is Frutiger Aero. It is a design style where everything was glossy and futuristic but also mixed with nature. Tropical oceans, reflections, and dreams of a utopian future. It makes you feel like all your worries will wash away into the sea. When something is shiny, it represents something brand new and clean, which is exactly what companies wanted their new products to feel like. There were reflections, water that felt weirdly refreshing. This entire aesthetic made everything on screen feel real and tactile, like every UI element was a physical object with its own shadows, reflections, and materials. It's like I could almost feel the smooth, polished cold glass under my fingertips. There is a tactile realism to this style that always felt so magical to me, even as a kid. And I think that immersion is the core of the Frutiger Aero vibe. It's all part of a bigger effort to make the digital world feel physical and immersive, while still being user-friendly and minimalistic. It wasn't just stylish, it was welcoming. but it was also undeniably futuristic, like the UI was trying to bridge the gap between the natural world and the digital one. The other core idea behind this aesthetic is the connection between nature and technology. Take Wii Sports, one of the best-selling games of all time. Its maps are lush, green and peaceful, with nothing beyond the horizon, like the world just ends. It gives off a surreal, liminal, yet calming feeling, like a screenshot from one of your dreams. This tone defines the whole console. Big blue skies, the ocean stretching into the distance, an idealized vision of urban life, everyone living in harmony, with lots of free time and soft music playing in the background. Whimsical, tranquil, clean. All these design elements came together into a hopeful dream of a perfectly polished future. This style did its best to comfort you, to welcome you into the new age. It's like this time period was self-aware, like it knew we were living in the future that we had been imagining for decades. Rather than just observing the present passively, it made you feel like you had arrived in the future, and that optimism carried over into the games. Beaches became a favorite tech showcase, with new engines rendering calm waves and reflections set on small, peaceful island maps. Because in the world of Frutiger Aero, the future wasn't gritty or bleak. It was smooth, blue and filled with sunlight.
The PS2 was stark and bleak. The Xbox was very high-tech and gloomy. But the Wii and the DS were both futuristic and optimistic at the same time. Wii Sports is one of the best-selling games of all time and probably the sole reason why the Wii took the world by storm. Nintendo Wii's goal was to appeal to the most people at the same time. Everything was designed for this. The green fields of golf, the sleek, futuristic bowling map, or my personal favorite, the glossy boxing rings and the sport fighting arena. This was a generation-defining experience. It was designed to be accessible. The remote were easy to hold and use. It was nothing like the N64 controller. The menu was very accessible, as I mentioned earlier. Every icon was a so-called channel. After pressing start, you were greeted by a safety screen, and then finally the game loaded in. And then, that was it. You were already in the game. It was very accessible. This blend of technology and accessibility is completely lost in our current minimalistic world. The music is the soundtrack of my entire childhood. If you check out YouTube, there are countless compilations of Nintendo DS and Wii songs that I still listen to almost daily. To this day, listening to the music of Wii games makes me feel like I'm taking a look into the future. Maybe this is where life and technology is heading toward. The Wii is a perfect combination of retrofuturism. Mii's are the perfect example of these. With every single Wii system came the Mii channel, a character creator where you could create Mii's. You could make yourself and you could play the game as yourself. They tried to capitalize on this by using the Mii's in every single game they possibly could. Your Mii's would even appear as the audience in the boxing stadiums or bowling alleys, and even in Mario Kart. There were even downloadable channels that you could get from the shop channel, most notably Check Me Out channel and the Everybody Votes channel. Check Me Out channel let you submit your Mii's into a contest consisting of certain teams to follow in each round. In the Everybody Votes channel, you would be asked to pick a side in a question. For example, do you like dogs or cats? And after that the results were made public and you would be able to check out datasets such as regional results.
The Wii just had so many odd features, like the Wii message board.
The Wii message board is a great way for everyone in the household to stay in touch. Think of it as a virtual refrigerator door for messages and reminders. And the best part is, you won't need a bunch of those little magnets. The message board even has a calendar so you and your family can create schedules and shopping lists and keep track of things like birthdays and anniversaries. With Wii Connect 24, you can even send messages outside the house. Once you're connected to the internet, send messages to a friend's cell phone, trade photos with a friend's Wii console, and more. You can even receive messages that update your Wii games.
It was pretty much a way to write letters to your friends after you got their address. Every now and then you could also get messages from games. For example, if you completed Metroid Prime, you will get a postcard, but there was a Japan-exclusive horror game that would actually send you creepy letters periodically. Most letters contain photos of the main cast or creepy photos of ghost hauntings. However, the letters in red envelopes are a little bit different. The only way to get a red letter is actually in your second playthrough of the game, in very specific locations. Very creative. There were also games that used the Wii balance board. You have to walk in one place to walk in the game, and you have to aim your Wii remote to your TV and use it as a flashlight. And this philosophy, the harmony between humans and technology, wasn't just limited to the Wii. The DS was very similar.
The DS was the first modern handheld that paved the way for modern handhelds like the Odin, the Steam Deck, or even the Switch and the Switch 2. The Nintendo DS looked like a device from the future. It didn't feel like a toy, it felt like a piece of tech a secret agent would carry. It had two screens, one of them a touchscreen, which was absolutely mind-blowing at the time. And they even gave you a pencil for it, a small plastic stylus that made you feel like you were signing important documents or sketching blueprints. Everything about it was sleek, minimal, and practical. Like a pocket-sized computer made for kids who grew up watching sci-fi movies in the 90s. Satoru Iwata and Katsuhito Yamauchi wanted to reinvent how people play and look at video games, and I think they were definitely successful. The DS is Nintendo's best-selling console. It sold a total of 154 million units. Before the DS, handhelds were incapable of playing games that were even close to the level of their console counterparts. Since I was born in 2005, I didn't actually get to experience the Game Boy era, but looking online, it looks like the Game Boy wasn't even half as powerful as the Super Nintendo or even the NES. This sort of changed with the DS, since it was even capable of running Super Mario 64. And the DS's vibe is very similar to the Wii. It has the same calming, tranquil vibe and aesthetic. Just listen to the menu. The biggest problem with it is that it came out in an awkward transitional time period for the technological landscape. In a limbo period where smartphones weren't the norm yet and all sorts of strange hardware was coming out. I mean, the DSi was a dual-screen computer with two cameras and had features like audio recording, a digital storefront, a web browser, and of course, sort of a touchpad. Just look at how they advertise it. Despite all of this, I like looking back at these consoles, and not only because they remind me of my childhood, but also because this era was very creative and experimental. Nintendo even included the Miis on the 3DS. It even had its own Mii Maker and Mii Plaza. But this time, you could even transfer Miis from other consoles and scan your own face by using the 3DS's camera. And the Mii Plaza was absolutely crazy. This is how it worked. If you didn't turn off your 3DS but closed it and took it with you, and then walked by someone who did the same thing, you could open the app and be greeted by their Mii, and your console would store their character. Nintendo started with selling playing cards and then became a toy company. They were always open to trying new things and experimenting, and they finally found their footing in the early 80s by creating and selling video games. Maybe times have changed, maybe consoles don't grow like they used to. But we can always go back and replay your favorite games on our old systems. Back to the boxing ring on Wii Sports, the rainy streets of Liberty City on the PS3, or the rooftop of Tekken 4 lit by cold fluorescent lights. These moments stay with us, and that's why we are making Video Judgment. We want to bring back that feeling, that spark, the melancholy and the grit. We want our games to feel like something you played before but completely new at the same time. Like a dream from 2005 we are just now remembering. Because we believe the vibe never died, it just needed someone to pick it back up, and that's what we are here to do.